Hello and welcome back to Warframe. Again, I keep doing that. I keep doing it. I gotta get better at that. Hello and welcome back to Terraria. My name's Todd, also known as MajMech, and this is of course Terraria. Um, Last time we did a little bit of exploring down into the depths of the caves, and this time around we're gonna try and build a house to complement this one. Um, I did say I was going to look up some different cosmetics, like styles for the houses, so maybe it just looks a little bit better than this box that we got here. But I didn't have time to do that in between these episodes. I did do a couple things. I cleaned up our inventory just a little bit. I threw most of the stuff in chests, checked out kind of what we could build. Nothing super great just yet. I did build a Wolfram helmet for melee instead of our magic one. We'll swap between them depending on kind of what we're dealing with. But for now, the melee one I think is kind of better because our melee weapons are a little bit better than our magic weapon. Let's see, gotta get our summons already out. So we'll just start building the next house. Should be able to do that relatively easy. Oh, excuse me, burp. Kind of clearing the path here. So we're gonna clear out this little area. Gonna put just pretty much a house right on top of the previous one. And then we will be in business. Oh, I said right on top, didn't I? I meant right next to the previous one. So we'll clear out these trees that we planted, and we will be good to go. Okay. So we've cleared out, I think, enough trees so we can get the house down. So first I'm going to count the spaces in between the houses. I want 8 spaces in total. So we're not super cramped together, but a good distance from each other. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we will count 30 across. 30. Okay. So that'll be good for our house here. Oh, we're going to have to break that here in a second. There we go. Cutting down a tree. Good to go. Things are going to give us trouble, aren't they? Let's just clear them out. There we go. Alright, that should be cleared up. Let's see. Maybe just... Nope. I clear out just a couple more. Okay. Now we're good. Okay. Alright, so that's 8 away from our previous house. Let's see. Maybe I should do a little awning on the doors here. Yeah, that might look good. Let's go like that. That doesn't look too bad. Give it just a little bit of extra flair. There we go. Do I want the torch on front or on top? I think on top looks pretty good. Alright. And what if we hammer those? Ooh, that looks much better. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm thinking maybe I should just make this like a peak. Add in another room on top of it and just make it like a peak so it's not so flat on top, but I don't know. I'll think about it a little bit more. We'll start off this house with just the ground floor and getting up the walls and everything. We'll worry about putting on more floors to this house in time. God, I'm just throwing wood everywhere, aren't I? The summon is actually not super helpful when I'm building like this. I guess I could always just desummon it. And if you don't know how to get rid of a summon, you just right-click the buff that the summon gives you to unsummon it. Sure most people knew that already, but hey, you never know what people do and don't know. Okay, so we just put down the first floor and we're already almost out of wood. This bodes super good for us. Let's see. Oh, we'll hammer these out. I think we're going to have to focus on just putting down the first floor, and then maybe doing the underneath the bottom floor before we even worry about trying to do any more than that. Let's see, we're going to need some doors. Gonna need some walls as well. Let's just start building those now. Do I have any walls stored away anywhere? I have a couple. It's not a whole lot, but it'll help just a little bit. Alright. So we will be separating these by 10. So that'd be 5. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the middle room, of course, will be 8. Like, well, I could make the sides smaller, but I think this looks a little bit better. This'll do. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And 5. Alright, so the middle is going to be a little bit small, but that's okay. I'm alright with that. Sometimes you got to give your NPCs substandard housing just to fit them all. Okay, so we got that in. We'll put up our doors, at least the first set, and then we'll put up the walls behind it like we did previously. Let's see, let's put a torch on either side, like that. There we go. That looks kind of nice. We'll put on 2 more floors later on, and then maybe we'll do a peek on both houses later on to stylize it. I don't know. I'll look up some styles after this episode, hopefully. Hopefully. Otherwise, it'll just have to be this way. At least it's somewhat symmetrical. That's about as good as I can get sometimes. Very slow episodes, these two. Made a little bit of progress last episode, but I didn't accomplish my goal of building this house like I'm doing in this episode. So sometimes you get sidetracked, and that's okay. You don't always have to focus on one specific thing. It's okay to branch out and just explore what you're doing. That sounded a whole lot more wise than I was thinking it was gonna. I was thinking it was gonna be very laid back, but it sounded like a good bit of wisdom. And we have just enough for the doors. What a surprise. Okay, so we don't have enough to build any of the furniture, which we will be needing eventually. But that's okay. We'll get some more wood here. Let's see, what is the closest bit of wood we got? Man, really no wood is very close to us. We got this couple bit of trees right over here, but that's about it. I guess I'll just cut all these down and hope for the best. Oh, I didn't even know you could put a torch on a tree. Alright, so we got this one. Next time I think we'll focus on trying to explore a little bit more in the caves, getting a little bit more resources down there. Then maybe take another foray into the corruption if we manage to get the demolitionist at some point. Which of course is our main goal here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this little hill here. Ugh, words. This little hill here. I might just demolish it later on and flatten it out and just make a nice little area for my base. I don't know. Right now it's all kind of up in the air as to what'll be designed and what won't. It'll be much easier to deal with terraforming this area when we actually get a better pickaxe and some better tools. Right now we're just trying to scrape by so we can defeat a couple bosses and get at least a couple things done. I got a good amount of wood now. Definitely should plant some more trees, though. This is kind of our only grassed area, which is really a shame. Do have this little bit of area there. Let's see. I am still worried about the corruption eating the jungle, so I would really like to get an item that we're able to get soon. Because if the corruption manages to eat a lot of the jungle, then we're kind of out of luck there. But one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay, so we cut down all the trees pretty much. Let's plant a couple. Alright. Reforesting the whole place. Okay. Gotta get up there. Be able to put some more trees down. If I can even put any trees here. I can put a couple. Ooh, that one popped immediately. So I'm holding my cursor up in the air so I can let the smart cursor choose whether or not the tree's supposed to go there. And now that I've flattened this little bit of area out, I actually have an okay space to put some more trees. Alright, so that gets rid of all of our acorns. We've got enough wood to be able to make some furniture. Let's see. What time do we have? Okay, so we've used up a good amount of our time already. Gonna just make some basic stuff. Let's make an extra set. We'll dig out the area here and then put in the next little bit of stonework set there. Oh, I had my platforms in the chest, don't I? That's a basic builder mistake. Where did I shove those? There they are. Well, I didn't have that many platforms to begin with anyway. Let's see. Platforms. I was thinking of putting some campfires around just so we get some health regen close to our base, but I don't really want to clutter the place up and make it look terrible. Let's turn off smart cursor real quick. We'll dig out this little area here. Let's see, is that close enough? Yes, that's perfect. Alright, so we'll actually make it 4 by, because we don't need to only have it 2, so we're not building a elevator here. We'll dig it down. We will replace the walls with wood walls here, just so we can kind of give it a little bit of, this was actually designed this way, it's not just looking this way just because. Let's see, am I on the same level? I can't tell. Let's see. So this is supposed to be as far up as I can place things. I think it might be. Let's see. Yeah, I can't hit it from there. Alright. So right here is where our floor will be. I think that puts it on par with the other one. I'm not positive on that though. We will be replacing the floor, of course, with stone, so it kind of gives it that cool basement look. Want it to show as like a nice foundation to our house, not as just a dirt shack. Alright. So as time goes on, we'll build more of these little houses that aren't super, super in depth, but we're going to need lots of space for NPCs as time goes on. And let's see. Okay, so we will dig out this last little bit. This will give us tons of dirt, so if we ever need dirt in the future to fill up that hole, we definitely got it. Let's see, I don't know if clay works well with stone, so I'm going to dig up this clay real quick. I'll put a layer of dirt on top of that clay. And dig it up. Alright. So once we put down the stone floor, we'll replace the walls with some wood walls, and that'll kind of finish out this little housing area here. Not super in depth, but we just need some more rooms so we can get some more NPCs. And hopefully we'll be able to get that demolitionist. A demolitionist is pretty critical early on because he really gives us the ability to skip a lot of stuff. Oh, I'm digging up the dirt wall. I didn't want to do that. At least not on the sides here. Alright. That'll fix itself in time. So it doesn't look so disconnected. But there we go. Didn't realize I had started making a mistake halfway through. I must have gotten ahead of myself when I was talking about the demolitionist. Alright. And now we will put down a brick floor. Eventually the grass will grow in on the sides like it did with the other house, and this will all connect together a little bit better. Alright. Okay, come on, door. There we go. And then what we need is some wooden walls, and we also need some more stone bricks. Lots of wooden walls, though. I can just pretty much turn most of it into wooden walls. Gonna need such a large amount of those. And then we want gray bricks. Yeah, I shouldn't need too many of those. Might deviate from my original idea and make more of the houses like this rather than stone houses, because stone is just kind of gonna be a little bit of a hassle to get right away. I will still try and theme these houses as time goes on and I start collecting stuff though. So like the nurse's house, I'll maybe put like a healing station in there and whatnot. And maybe I'll expand these a little bit, but I don't know how feasible that'll be as time goes on. But house over their head keeps them away from the zombies at the very least. Unlike that poor rabbit. The zombies with the zombie arms are real jerks. They've got a pretty good amount of reach on them. Alright, let's fill it all in. Alright, good. Filled in. Perfect. Alright. So now we can replace all these walls with wooden walls. Give it a nice, actually house look rather than just a dirt basement. Maybe I should put some like beams in the walls to give them a little bit of style. I'll think about that later on. Very Spartan right now, but as time goes on we'll pretty up the place and make it look a little bit better. You just gotta make things work when you're starting out though. Gotta give it a good paint job later on. When you actually have the time and the resources. And of course it helps to actually be able to have good tools to get rid of this stuff quicker. But with the smart wall replace, it's pretty okay to put in these walls. Alright, so that should finish up our basement. Awesome. So now you got another little living area for people. We'll put up our torches. Oh, I forgot I need an extra set of doors. Alright. Nope. Got rid of the torch, put the torch down right away. Let's put the chair on the right and then put the chair on the left. And then this guy will go there. This guy will go there. And I'll just line them up. I'm not positive if these are in the correct spots just yet, but I think it's good. It looks pretty good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. So we'll put the chair on this side. We'll put the chair on that side. We will put... do I want the chairs facing outwards this time, or do I want them facing inwards? Let's have them facing outwards. I kind of like that style more. Gives it kind of a shop feel if you have them facing outwards, at least I think. There we go. Now we'll go grab an extra set of doors, and hopefully we'll get some more NPCs. Definitely hoping to get a demolitionist, so I can just tackle the corruption right away. Even if we don't really succeed in the corruption and get killed by the Eater of Worlds, that's okay. Some of the stuff you get from his orbs, as I stated previously, super beneficial. But we started the groundwork on our little house here. Lots more to go, but we've got effectively 6 more places that our NPCs can go. And we've already got the angler back. That's good. Let's see. I don't think there's anywhere else anymore, at least for now, that we've got. So next time we'll be focused on going down to the mines, getting some more resources. I'm really hoping that the demolitionists will show up next time. And then either we're going to tackle the corruption right away, get some items from it, even if we don't kill the Eater Worlds, oh well. And then from there on out, we'll just keep progressing forward. But for now, until next time, goodbye.